It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. They love the black and gold here in the steel setting, and a few moments ago their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick 1st down.
19 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Aaron Donald's the name most people think about at the defensive tackle position, but an all-pro last year alongside him, Cameron Hayward. An absolute nightmare to try and block. And he gets into the backfield on that play and finishes it off with a loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Jackson. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The kick is
and the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 0. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Pittsburgh Steeler.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Fournette on the toss to the right. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They go play action now. Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
If this is what you want to see from a defense, give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. Oh, he sheds himself free. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line.
The tackle credited to Deshaun Elliott, the safety.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
7-yard line.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 31. Check 31.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Leonard Fournette, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
His kick is good.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick.
So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 35.
Now Fournette. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Yannick Ngakoue. Just as hard to say his name as he is to block. He's there in on the stop that time. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Fournette. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Fournette on the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 2.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the 1st down sticks are, and get there.
And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Boswell on for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got to the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Andrews.
A big-time 3rd down play for the Ravens. 43 yards.
First down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Mark Andrews. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Marlon Humphrey on the
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
third down. And
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And that is incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over.
16-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's taken in by Duvernay. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it, when you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, the confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now Roethlisberger. Off to Geis on the screen. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Boswell for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Steelers 21. Ravens 14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded right around the 8. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, He wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Baltimore.
Marquise Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
The ball carrier.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
That's out to the left and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Roethlisberger. And his pass incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Pushing through the contact. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. That's Cameron Hayward who got in there to take him down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st down, Ravens.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. And now the third-year man out of Rutgers. It's Gus Edwards. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And that will be incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
At the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. This is Fournette. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he stopped immediately there. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he'll drop here to throw. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get the ball to his tight end in the center of the field where he runs a lot of his routes and ostensibly is extremely comfortable. He was hoping he'd find a seam and a big gainer to go along with it, but that one was incomplete.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Roethlisberger quickly to the flat. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Steelers' 14-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Steelers 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. They begin with a run by Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
2nd and 11.
Here we go. Check 24.
Fighting through, and he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He was covered by Patrick Queen.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
28-all.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Fielded right around the 8. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They need to get this around the 40 on the other side to get into field goal range. Look at the clock, a decent amount of time here to tie game. What do?
No panic situation at all. They've got to get a couple of chunk plays, pick up nice bits of yardage.
Target the sidelines?
Target the sidelines because you want to get out of bounds and make sure that clock stops. Because if the clock stays running, that makes things that much tougher for you. It can always bleed out on you.
Caught by Snead over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side. Andrews with it complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Jackson to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
14. First down.
And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
6-yard attempt.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. He was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 42. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
The Raven first down.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. Wow, Charles, that doesn't just take points off the board. That takes a win off the board.
So now you have to regroup because you've gone from celebrating what you think is a win to trying to figure out how to do it again and make it a win.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
27-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They're able to put 3 on the board here in the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. A screen to Bell. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy. And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now the 7th-year running back, it's Le'Veon Bell. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They go play action now. Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete.
Roethlisberger's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Anthony Averett picks it. The 40. Past the 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Baltimore, it's just their 2nd win here in 11 tries this season. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will be back home next week for a date with